Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about three pocket holsters available for the amazingly now popular Ruger LCP and presumably the Kel-tec PA3AT. It's empty. I'm leaving the finger extension on the magazine to show how far it might stick out of these three. The three being compared are the Uncle George's wallet holster, the K&D rather, convertible 2-in-1, and the Bear Creek holster's rear pocket holster, which features the front pocket holster attached to a rear panel here. All three are constructed very nicely. All three are leather. We'll start with the Uncle George's first. It's two solid pieces of leather. You will have this back piece, which appears to be stitched, but it's not. It's only one single piece. That's purely decorative, as is this finish here. The pocket for the pistol itself is nicely formed. Very little retention, which is by design. It fits nicely. It covers the finger extension nicely. Since it's all stitched here, I have a problem with the way I draw. I can't seem to get... I don't like the feeling of not being able to index my finger down here. By the way, this split is in here by design. That was intended to be there. This I found was not for me. George is nice enough to offer a 10-day return policy if it's not used, which it clearly isn't. I'm not comfortable with that style of draw. So that's going to go back. But thanks, George, for making a decent product. The next two are very similar. You'll notice one is a left, this one here from Bear Creek. This one is a right-handed holster from K&D holsters. They're both very, very similar in construction. This one from Bear Creek, Doug had this to me in, I ordered this on a Friday, I believe. It was finished on Saturday, and I had it Monday morning. This, unfortunately, right now, K&D is not accepting orders as of today's date, which is May 15th, 2012. They are not accepting orders, but they were nice enough to respond back and say, hey, contact us again in 2 to 3 months, and we might get you a holster. So I might explore that later on just to have two. The next one I'll go into here is the Bear Creek holster. I just received this. It's really nicely made, very stout. It's held together here with not rivets, but Chicago screws. I hope you can see that. Very easy to disassemble. This is their rear pocket offering, which comes obviously with this flat piece here. It is their front pocket holster, which is punched and then attached to their rear panel. So when you do buy the rear, you're essentially getting two holsters in one. I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. This one here offers a good bit of retention. Doug designed this so you could hang a loaded firearm, which this is not, and I proved it earlier. You could hang a loaded firearm from this. The draw here I found, because it's so easy, there's so much room here, you can very easily index your entire finger down there really, really nicely. And this pad here, which is thicker, is offered as a thumb push. So if you can watch that. It works very, very well. Very pleased with the construction, as I was with George's, but I preferred this draw method better. This covers the extension nicely. Matter of fact, there's a little bit of a mark. I had it in my pocket for, I guess, 3 hours collectively now, and it's just now marked, which is nice. He offers instructions on how to stretch this if you'd like a little less retention. I'm going to leave it alone for now. The third, in comparison, would be the K&D holster. again, which is very similar to the Bear Creek, a little thinner in profile. It has a nice leather back piece. These obviously serve to fit in your back pocket with the leather piece facing out, so there's no printing involved. This particular one, instead of being sewn at the bottom, so you can have this hinging ability, or using Chicago screws, they use snaps, which is a really nice feature if you want to go back and forth quickly. Not that you can't do that with the Bear Creek, it's just you need to furnish either a screwdriver or a dime. A dime does work in here, and they're not ridiculously tight or anything. They both offer the same style of draw where you can index your index finger down the slide and use the remaining ring and middle finger to draw your weapon. This one does offer a thumb push, although it's not as thick as the Bear Creek holster. All in all three holsters are very well made. It's going to be a personal preference, but I noticed there were no videos featuring the K&D or the Bear Creek holster, which are obviously very similar. The K&D holster is molded on both sides of the front pocket piece. There is the trigger molding, and the cutouts in the top of the slide are molded in, whereas the Bear Creek holster is heavily molded to the inside. But when you were to remove this and use it as a front pocket holster, there is no molding. I don't have a screwdriver handy or a dime, but I hope you can get that. There is no molding on the other side. So, and this leather piece stops. So when you do have this in your front pocket, it has the, I guess, the possibility of printing less. All these fit very nicely. They're snug. It's not ridiculous. They both feature this thumb push off. I'm super happy with these two. Again, nothing against George. It's just his product isn't for me. He's nice enough to offer a few different variations on his draw on his website. You can do some YouTube search here, and you'll see tons of George's videos. He's just, he stands by his product, which is nice, as does Doug from Bear Creek and Kevin from K&D. All in all, the choice is yours, but I figured I'd give you the heads up on the Bear Creek and the K&D, and make your decision wisely. Okay, I also want to touch base on these two holsters, in particular used in their front pocket configuration. I have removed the front piece from the Bear Creek with a screwdriver, so you can compare both the Bear Creek, which is a little textured here, and the K&D, which is all smooth leather. They're both very stiff, which is nice. They both offer a decent amount of retention. The Bear Creek is molded, like I said, on the one side. It is not molded on the outside. It's smooth for less chance of printing. The thumb push-off is only on one side. It stops where it meets the rear panel, like that, to reduce bulk, which is again nice. The K&D is molded all the way around, the thumb push-off. That being said, it is a little thinner, so they don't have to worry about so much bulk, I suppose, when you reattach it, which is easily done. One piece again, very nice. The K&D is molded on both sides. All in all, they're both one and the same. I shouldn't say one and the same, but they're very, very similar designs. The K&D is radiused a little larger than the Bear Creek, which has a tighter radius. It's more of a square bottom than anything. I find the K and D fits a little nicer in the pocket profile in my jeans. I wear Levi and Gap jeans. One thing I did notice about the Bear Creek, and it's not a complaint, it's just me being super detailed. Their logo, because I assume they make these up ahead of time, the rear panel made for a right-handed shooter. Don't forget about us lefties. Now his logo is covered up. He's covering up his own work, which again, it's not a complaint, but he should show off his work. It's in my mind exceptional. So that's it. The choice is yours. Make a good one.